This is a New Year's Eve dive into halibut. Ron and Ed clean the acrylic and then we feed the sturgeon. So here's some visitors greeting us, greeting them when we first arrived in halibut. Little girl is less than eager to interact with the diver in the water, needless to say. However, despite the fact that the kid is all bundled up, he's more than willing to go along with the game. And this is a first for me, the first time ever that somebody has included me in a selfie, which I think is pretty neat. Especially since she said thanks after we took it. More playing with the kids. So here we're trying to get set up for the picture. And then the picture itself, which I hope came out okay. Cleaning the acrylic and the sturgeon observing us, trying to figure out what we're doing up here or down in the water with it. Cruising by Ron, seeing how he's doing. There goes a halibut. But watch this. Sturgeon comes back around and tries to eat the camera. Needless to say, that is definitely the first time that's happened to me. I mean, this dive had two firsts. Somebody including me in their selfie, and then getting eaten, or the camera getting eaten by us, or tasted by a sturgeon. Aren't they neat fish? I mean, the rockfish, the halibut, the sturgeon going by. Hilaire was our tender today, and she was the one who swapped us out our acrylic stuff, as well as giving us the fish to feed the sturgeon with. So Ron is there. All the other fish know that we're there with some food. Even though it's not for them, they don't care. They still want some. Ron didn't see the sturgeon behind him there, but there he is. Look at the fish coming by. And the sturgeon coming by trying to get food. Now, this sturgeon was especially neat. Coming along, it got its food. Now, this is the best shot I've ever had of the sturgeon eating. And this was one of the smaller sturgeon, and it got one of the larger pieces of fish, so it had to kind of gum it down some to get it all in. So it gums it and gums it and gums it. And finally, you can see part of the tail of the fish we fed it. It's still sitting there. Here's Ron feeding a sturgeon. It grabbed the bag instead of the sturgeon. There it goes. Now it got the sturgeon. Now it's sitting there trying to figure out, okay, do I wait for more or shall I go off and get this one down first? So it went off. So this here is the sturgeon's mouth. It's looking for more to eat, but unfortunately I didn't have a piece this time. But Ron did. So it got it, sucked it in. Here we are on a tour of some of the highlights of Halib Flats. Needless to say, the rockfish are a very special part, as well as the other fish who sit on the bottom, whose name I cannot remember now. This is so embarrassing because I should remember. Which fish does not have a swim bladder, therefore has to sit on the bottom. Under the ship's skeleton there's the little jewel that contains the remains of one of the divers. No, he didn't die in the tanks, but his widow wanted to have a memorial to him.